Next question, a little context before I read it. This question comes in from somebody in their 50s, and the topic is their goals have changed. So the question starts with, the husband wants to move ahead in life and relationship, even alone, while I am struggling with my needs and wants. I need dignity and financial security, which I am not getting in marriage or in my work, which is not enough. How do I bring Okay, here's the real question. How do we bring love back into the marriage?
I think love is actually going to be a second or third step in the process. Now, I must understand, I know that you want to love and you want to love right now. But in the process that you're talking about, we have a toolkit that if you have access to it, please get it, called A Definitive Guide to Boundaries. If you don't, you can find it. Okay. The Definitive Guide to Boundaries. And I do several videos there, including some PDFs we give you. And if you do that, please fill out those PDFs because they'll get you to think. Just listening to me won't be enough. You really need to think through the process. And it has in it two things. One is what we call stops, like this cannot continue. And if it continues, this is a negative consequence that's going to occur. And the other is called a core. This is a continuing our relationship essential. I have to have that if this relationship is to continue. Now, at this point, when you're saying, I just want him to love me again, I get it. But based on what you just said, where that you're not being treated with dignity, where that there are some financial difficulties because he's not taking care of you, where that he seems to be so focused on his own future that he's not even considering yours. I think the first thing you have to stop with, or start with, I should say, are the stops and cores, the boundaries as people refer to them. Now, is he going to react negatively? Probably. Does that mean you shouldn't do it? We talk about not pushing. Remove as many pushes as you can, but there are some pushes that you have to do. And to take care of yourself physically, financially, those kinds of things, those are essential pushes. They need to occur. And if he reacts negatively to a push like that, at least you can still sleep at night because you know, even though he got mad about that, I did what was the best thing to do. It was the right thing to do because I can't be treated like I'm a doormat. I can't be treated as if I don't exist. And so, yes, expect him to react negatively. But if you keep being strong, positive, warm, all those kinds of things we teach you to be, ultimately it can work to your advantage, even if in the short term it's going to be very negative. Now, down the line after that, you can work on love, but you're not going to feel loved as long as you feel disrespected. I mean, I could cite all the research on that, but as long as you feel disrespected, you're not going to feel loved. As long as you feel he doesn't have to respect you, he's not going to feel love good toward you either. So start here with the boundaries, if you will. Do that well, and then hopefully love comes later. One last thing I'll say about that. You have to enforce the consequences. If you set the boundaries and he doesn't do what he should do, if you do not enforce the consequences, it's an exercise in futility. And after that, very little that you say is going to be paid attention to. I'm sorry it's happening to you, but being firm and strong right now in a loving way, but firm and strong is the thing you have to do.
Do you think that with this question, because this individual is in their 50s, that we also have a change in belief and values from both individuals? This individual wants to put more value into their work and how they feel. And it sounds like maybe the husband wants to move on, and maybe it goes back to the sowing oats story we talk about of without more details. I can't speak into this, but that also might be one piece of this as well.
Sure, absolutely. Sometimes people refer to it as a midlife crisis, even though we know it can happen not just once and not just at midlife. It can be at 25, 35, 45, 55 again and again. And when you say a changing of beliefs and values, that's possible, absolutely possible. But it may be more of a case of mourning. Like, this is what I thought I would have by now. And this is where I thought I would be by now. And now that has not occurred, and I don't think it's going to occur, by golly, I've got to pull myself together and charge forward, and it's going to be me against the world. And I'm not even thinking about my spouse, or maybe even not even my children anymore. I mean, I still care about them. I'm trying to hurt them. But right now it's me trying to find meaning for myself. Now, in a way, Phil, that is a change of values. But it really has more to do with mourning and grief. And so is that possible? Absolutely.
Thanks so much for watching this video. To learn more about this topic, please click here. If you want to learn more about our 3-day workshop, please click here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but also hit that bell to be notified next time we drop a video. We'll see you in the next one.